What's going on, guys? It's your boy King of Flawless here, and today is my first ever Flawless Invitational Challenge. You are going to have to play against veteran bots on Gun Game. That is right. This is a DLC Devastation map pack challenge. So all the maps you are going to have to play are in this order: Unearthed, Ruins, Collision, and Behemoth. You are going to need a capture card to post your proof on YouTube. And who wants a shout out, YouTube? That's what I want to know. Who wants a shout out from your boy? That is right. This is not a kill death ratio challenge. This is a time trial challenge. This is time trial based. So the whole objective is to, after posting your 4 gameplays, 1 gameplay of each map from Devastation, is to get the fastest total time of victory during gun games. So, say if you got 3 minutes on Unearthed, 3 minutes on Ruins, Collision, and Behemoth, that would be 12 minutes, right? So, that's just how it is. It's all about total time. I'm combining the total time of all 4 of your gameplays into one mashed up time. And the record to beat is 13 minutes and 35 seconds. It might sound easy to you, but if you want the shout out, you're going to have to beat my time of 13 minutes and 35 seconds. More importantly, let's get into the rules, because you're probably looking at this video and saying, well, Flawless, your video is like 16 minutes plus. How did you do it in 13 minutes and 35 seconds? Well, that's a valid question, and the answer to that question is I'm only counting the time from when you click on your weapon and you're physically able to move around in-game. So that's when your timer starts, up until your tomahawk kill. That is right. So when you click on your weapon up into your tomahawk kill, that is when the timer will begin and end. And the other rule is you do have to show, just like I did in this video. You saw how I showed you the menu before I started to play the map Unearthed. I showed the settings. So I showed I am playing against veteran bots and I am playing against the max allowed bots. You know what I mean? So it was 11. So you're going to have to set your settings to 11 bots on veteran. And before every single gameplay, you're going to have to show that those are your settings. So there's no trickery, there's no cheating. I don't want to see, your games merging in a suspicious manner. If you want to know the right way to do it, post your YouTube gameplay exactly how I posted mine on here. And that's the best advice I could give you for making sure your video comes out the way it should. The only other rules are you do have to go positive on each map. I don't care if you go 19 and 18. I don't care if you go, 22 and 10 or something ridiculous, even though that's impossible, because I believe the most kills you can get is like 18, 19. I'm not exactly sure, but that is irrelevant. The only part that is relevant is that you do go positive in your gameplay, and you show the menu at the beginning. You cannot adjust the weapons, like what order the weapons come in. You have to just leave it as, random. That is another part of the whole entire goal here. And to let you know how I came up with 13 minutes and 35 seconds for my record is I did take the time of every map I played and I just, calculated it. And Behemoth, I beat Behemoth in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. I beat Collision in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Ruins in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, which was my worst time of any of the maps. And Unearthed, I'll be very surprised if anybody beats my time on Unearthed. I won gun game in 2 minutes and 54 seconds on Unearthed. That is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But I honestly believe my worst times were Behemoth and Ruins. The reason why they were, what I'm trying to say is the reason why I believe Behemoth and Ruins were my worst times I posted were because they were confusing. The maps were a little bigger, and for some reason I kept getting the heavier weapons, so my moving speed was also cut down and limited. If you want a tip also, Don't get knifed. That's all I want to say. Because if you get knifed, you're getting set back a weapon, and that makes the challenge a lot, harder. It's gonna cut into your time, and it's gonna give you a lot worse score. Is what I'm trying to say. So, if you want to post a really good time, you're better off just dying, sadly, than getting knifed. And 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I don't know if that's the best in the world. I was originally gonna call this challenge like a 15-minute gun game challenge, but I have faith. I'm confident that somebody out there, maybe a couple people might possibly be able to beat my total time of 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I just did this because a lot of people back in the day asked me for shoutouts, and I figured why not make a fun, cool, competitive way to make that happen, and kind of try to make this fun, this game fun again, because it was really boring to me. And I figured, this would be a good way to call out all the good players. I don't care who you are. If you're, all my subscribers, all my followers, tell Optic Scump about this challenge. Tell Marka J. Tell Fearcrads. For God's sakes, I don't care. Tell Xjaws. Let's get some good YouTubers in this challenge. I want to see who out there can beat my score of 13 minutes and 35 seconds. And I'll tell you once again, so there's no confusion, I'm only counting the time from when you select your weapon to, when you kill someone with the tomahawk. That is what counts. So post your best footage on YouTube. I really am interested to see how many people, take up this challenge, how many people can actually beat my time. I just think it's a really cool thing to do. I might come out with more challenges if this video does well, if it's successful. That's really all I have to say. Honestly, this map was really confusing, it was complicated. I'm still getting used to the DLC, this DLC map pack, which is Devastation. A lot of you guys out there who have been playing Xbox Live and playing these maps, day in, day out, have an advantage on me. So you might, think this challenge is easy. Some of you guys might think it's hard. Some of you might not even be able to, beat every map on Veteran. It may take you a good 10 tries to get the score you want. But like I said, part of the rules is you have to be victorious in every map. There's no second place. There's no third place. You have to come first place in all 4 maps, and you have to go positive. I don't want to see anybody going negative. That's not going to be acceptable. And I want to give, a bunch of shout-outs. Hell, if there's 8 people who beat my score, that's awesome. I'll give you a shout-out. If you get a ridiculously impressive score, who knows, maybe I'll go to your YouTube channel and I'll say, yo, you're a boss, or, you're flawless approved, or something cool like that. I just think this is a cool way to get a lot of competitive players together. Some of you might think this is a waste of time, but I don't know. I don't have Xbox Live right now. This is the way I stay, fresh to death. This is the way I keep the game fun. This is how I keep myself from remaining rusty at Call of Duty. This is how I, keep myself motivated and keep my my skills sharp. Is by playing against veteran bots. Because honestly, you'll be surprised if you do take upon this challenge. The veteran bots are so ridiculous, like how cheap they are sometimes. They do stuff that normal humans, usually cannot do, which makes the challenge really crazy. Like, they spawn trap you literally right when you die. They'll just kill you instantly. It's like an insta-death, and that can be absolutely frustrating. It can be very, very annoying, to say the least. But, I don't know. I just thought this was really cool. If it goes well, I might do like a domination challenge. I might be a search and destroy challenge. I just want to see really who could beat my record, who could beat my score. I think I set the bar decently high. In order to beat this score, honestly, you have to leave little margin of error, is what I'm trying to say. There's like no room for error. You can only die like, so many times. And honestly, the best game KDR wise that I've had playing these gun games is 18-7, sadly. I went like 18-7 on one of these maps. I don't want to spoil which one it was, but on one of these maps I went pretty ham, even though it was one of my slower times. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also want to mention once again that if you're gonna beat the record, you're pretty much gonna have to be below 4 minutes on every single map, or it's gonna be pretty impossible. Because, like I said, I beat Behemoth in like 3 minutes and 37 seconds. I beat Collision in 3 minutes 24 seconds. I beat Ruins in 3 minutes and 40. So 3:40 was my worst time. My fastest time was Unearthed, which is 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And I apologize if I sound like I'm rambling right now, but this video is like 16 minutes long, and I'm trying to get in as much information as possible, trying to remain more active on YouTube. And yeah, just enjoying everything, man. Everything is all good. I hope you guys are very entertained by this gameplay. Veteran bots are absolutely crazy, and you get to see me use a variety of weapons. It's not just me sitting here with like a Vector, sitting here with like a Remington. I'm actually sniping. I'm using like a freaking like it's China Lake from like Black Ops 1 or something, like a weird rocket launcher. I'm using everything but the kitchen sink, literally. I'm using every weapon, so that's why I like Gun Game. I think it's really, really awesome. I think it's competitive. And, you know, I'm crossing my fingers right now that enough people will, you know, accept my Flawless Invitational Challenge so I could give out them, you know, hand out them shoutouts. And I'm so hoping that, you know, some huge YouTubers, maybe competitive players will also participate. You know, all my followers out there, you need to start, as soon as this video drops, you need to start hounding your favorite YouTubers. Tell them about the challenge. Maybe we could get this challenge out there. And look at that mean, nasty throwing knife. Oh, going ham, son. And that's right. I told you guys you had to win with a tomahawk. What am I thinking? It's a throwing knife because it's Infinity Ward. Man, I was tripping for a moment, but it is all good. It's been like 12 minutes and already I finished 3 maps. So as you could tell, I kept up a pretty decent pace. And that's deducting time from my introduction as well as, you know, showing the main menu. But I can't stress enough, do not forget to show everybody before every gameplay how many bots you're playing against, which needs to be 11, as well as that you are playing against veteran bots. Now, this is my honestly, even though this is one of the slower times, this was my favorite map that I've posted, I think, so far for Gun Game. You're going to notice, because there's just some absolute crazy moments that I pull off. And this is a really big map, so I'm surprised my time wasn't a lot slower than like 3 minutes and like 37 seconds. I thought I was going to have like a 4.5 minute moment on this map, but all went good. You know, feel free to play these maps multiple times to make sure you get your best time possible. That's what I did. You know, I'm not satisfied until I get a really, really strong score. That's why I told myself, you know, I'm not going to put out this challenge on YouTube until I have a difficult enough challenge towards, you know, people actually be intrigued and interested in what's going on. So, I don't know. I just felt like 13 minutes and 35 seconds was reasonable. If you could post, you know, anything below 15, I'd say you're a pretty good player because of, you know, it is the hardest bots possible. If you beat my record, you are definitely a solid player. That's all I want to say. And, you know, my hat's off to you. I'll do it like a graduation party and throw my hat in the sky, you know. I just think this is awesome. You know, I love competitive gaming. I love stuff that's going to leave people like, wow, did he do that? Or, wow, can he do that? That is the question of the day. Can you do it? Who can do it? Who is going to post the proof on YouTube? And who's going to get that shout out from your boy, King of Flawless? Who is going to get the shout outs? Man, I'll give you a shout out on Twitter. I'll give you a shout out on YouTube. I should just name this video The Shout Out because that's what I want to give. This gameplay is wrapping up. I hope you guys enjoy. If you have to, you know, watch the video 2 times, 3 times to understand the rules, That's all acceptable. I will leave my Twitter in the description so you can contact me directly. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to get quick scope, son. See, I just tripped for a moment because I got happy. But anyways, yeah, I'll leave my Twitter in the description, so feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. But before I go, one last time, I want to say you do have to show your menu at the beginning. You have to get first place, and you got to beat 13 minutes 35 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'm ending this on a deuces.